You guys have changed a lot about my life. Like, I know it's so ironic because you guys bully me and this makes no sense, but the fact that you guys are like just bantering and no one takes anything I say personal and we just yap, it makes me feel like, you know what? I'm not that bad. Like, I can make friends. And then I start reaching out to people, you know? And I start talking to more people. And then now I have like friends that are very, very close. It's our charity stream. It got nominated. I've never ever in my wildest dream would have thought that we'd get nominated for something. And that is our effort, by the way. All I did was stream for 60 hours. Okay, I know it's good, but you guys stayed. You were there, you were hyping it up, you were like talking, you were invested, people even donated. You were the reason why that charity stream was as good as it was. That was our effort, and our effort got nominated? I never thought. So crazy. There were so much moments where I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna do a just chatting stream today. I think people would hate it. And then people tune in and then talk to me. And then you guys like just have fun. Like, it's those little things. Like, consistently I would be like, oh man, today we're just doing a just chatting. I hope people aren't bored or they get offended or hate me. And then no one does. Like, you just have a good time. And I'm like, holy shit. Maybe I don't have to be perfect at everything. Maybe I just have to slowly, gradually improve. And that's good enough? Question mark? If one day we run into each other again, chat, know that I am a better person. And you are also. I want you guys to also be a better person. I want us to be a better version of ourselves. And then we both can be equally more toxic than we both can be. As toxic as we possibly can. Unlock your true toxic potential. Like, I made more friends. I met more people. We experienced so much more things. Yeah, sure, we lost people as well. It is sad. You guys lost people. I lost people. But we also gained so many experiences. We shared a lot of laughs. All of it is just like nut, you know? I never once thought I'd ever reach this point in life. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. And I know that this is not gonna make me sound like a good person, okay? I'm gonna be real. I am a very avoidant type. You know by now. I don't like confrontation. I avoid a lot of things. And because of that, paired with my weird abandonment issues, I usually don't feel anything when I leave. Because I force myself. You know what I mean? Like, I force myself not to feel anything. Because I'm like, whatever. I don't want to be sad about it. So, this is the first time in a very long time I'm feeling something. So I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know how to deal with it properly. I don't usually cry about going. My life has always been like, it is what it is, bud. Yeah, like, I cry later, right? Like, I cry a couple of years later for a second, and then I call myself stupid. That's how I do it. But this time, I know I'll miss you guys so much. And I know it's cringe. I know it's cringe. But hear me out. You guys have changed a lot about my life. I used to be, like, I used to work 9 to 5. By that I mean 9 a.m. until 5 a.m. Okay? Have like... It's not even like just the working aspect though. I'll be honest, before I joined, I know I say that I'm narcissistic all the time, right? I love myself. Yada yada yap yap. This is the first time I kind of... People that enjoy hanging out with me... That's not the right thing. Like, I never knew that people enjoy just listening to me talk. I even said this in the past where... I'm not a good talker. I'm really not good at talking, which is very ironic because my job, like 90% of it is talking. I'm not a gamer either. I'm not good at games. I've never played so many games either. And I'm not good at yapping. I say the wrong things all the time. I'll say this. I have always been told that I'm not good at talking. So that just to give context, right? For the longest time growing up, like I've never... Like, usually people say like, oh my god, Mika, you're really bad at choosing words. You're not really good at like talking. And you're not gentle either. Like, I'm very straightforward and I'm very... Blak-blakan, like, yeah, straightforward. I'm very like just TMI, right? I say things sometimes and I don't know why I do it. I've never really had people tell me I was good in talking. So before I started streaming, I actually don't talk a lot. And I told you guys this, like in real life, I don't talk. I'm usually very, very quiet. But ever since I met you guys and having this community where we can just banter, like I can fuck up with words, you know? I'll say this, you guys bullying me is not a bad thing, at least for me. Because that means I can also say something that might be a fuck up and it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I can say the most out-of-pocket shit And it's not a big deal because chat's just gonna bully me and it's fine. I never thought I would have like just people tune in and listen to me yap for hours for no reason and then reciprocate the energy. You know what I mean? And that itself is a big confidence booster. Like, I hate to admit, like not hate, but like I don't usually admit this. I am very, like, cringe. I am very cringe. And before streaming, well, a couple of months even after, but before all this, I had a lot of doubts in myself, but not doubts where it's like, oh, am I good enough or something? It's not that. It's genuinely like, I really thought I wasn't good enough. Not in a sense where it's like, oh, chat, I'm bad. It's not that. It's like, I don't know if I can make friends properly. I don't know if people would like me. I was very insecure about it. I was very insecure about whether people would like me or not. And you can ask anyone, right? I feel like one of the person that I sadly burdened by accident a lot was Hyuna at that time, because Hyuna had to listen to me go like, oh, do you think people would like me? Because I don't know. And I was very uncomfortable with who I was. Like, I genuinely did not like who I was. Not because of anything wrong, it's just I don't know whether I should like it. And then after I met you guys, I kind of realized like, you know what? I'm not that bad. I'm kidding. No, I feel very accepted in a way. Like, I know it's so ironic because you guys bully me and this makes no sense, but the fact that you guys are like just bantering and no one takes anything I say personal and we just yap, it makes me feel like, you know what? I'm not that bad. Like, I can make friends. And then I start reaching out to people, you know? And I start talking to more people. And then now I have like friends that are very, very close. Like, even though they're not here anymore, we still spend time. Even though they are gonna still be here, like, I'm very confident we're not gonna lose contact. You know, like, I met so many sweet people and I never thought I was able to do it at all. Like, I thought I couldn't sing. I had a lot of people tell me that I'm not good at singing. And then for some reason, chat just enjoys me sing random songs. And then I didn't think I'm good at games. I just like playing it. And then chat just likes watching me play. It's like you guys have somehow validated me. And now I feel so much more comfortable in who I am. So for the least, I want you guys to also feel comfortable too. I don't want you guys to like once I go, I don't want you guys to feel like, oh man, what do I do now? You know? I want you guys to feel just as comfortable. Because you guys have made me feel that way. And it's not something you do on purpose. It's like, little by little, you've just proven to me that I am worth something? I don't know. That sounds so sad, but I'm actually really, really happy. I never thought I'd reach this point in life. I always thought that my life would just be like me thinking like I'm a nobody forever. And I was okay with that, oddly enough. It didn't make me sad. It's just like I always thought I'm like a nobody, average at best, right? And I'm fine with it. But I guess like deep down, I wanted to not be more, but I wanted to belong. That's one thing that I've always wanted. I told myself it's fine if I never got. But now that like I'm here, I do feel like I belong somewhere. You know? Like, I feel like I'm part of something. And I genuinely think that if you guys were not here, I would not have felt the same. And I know some people in chat might be like, oh, she's talking about just chat in general. I'm not. Like, I read a lot of chat. Like, most of the time, I would just read it and read it out loud. Even if you just, like, drop by for, like, a second, make, like, one funny joke, I've read it! And it's just the consistency of everything, you know? It's just, like, it's crazy. At first, it was a bit overwhelming. And now I'm, like, really happy. It's like, this might sound cringe, but the best way I can say it is like, back then, I thought I was okay with my life being just like good old normal black and white, right? Nothing to be proud of, but nothing to hate. But now it's like, you guys kind of made me feel like life has a bit of color to it now. That sounds so cringe. Oh my god, I'm gonna do it. I'm alt F4ing. But it's true. And I want you guys to know that. You've made a huge impact on me. Everything that has happened has made a huge impact on me. I wouldn't say I'm more confident, but I'm definitely very comfortable in who I am. And it's all thanks to you, I guess. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you, chat. Shut the... Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. Ah. Another thing that's crazy is we've achieved so much. Bro. I will say this. 2021 Mika would have crumbled with the amount of pressure I received. Like, back then I was such a wuss, okay? One person could tell me that I suck, and then I would become so insecure. I hate to admit it, but that that was me back then. Like 2 years ago, one person would be like, Mika, you suck. And my mental would be ruined for like months. Now, because of all the bullying I've received, I've learned to laugh at my mistakes, which is pretty nice actually. Because once I laugh at it, I change. I learn to just accept the fact that like, I don't need to be perfect. That's the word. You guys made me realize that I don't have to be perfect. I just have to keep trying, which is not a bad thing. It's quite motivating actually. Like, I don't know. I always thought back then if I'm not perfect, then I'm not good enough, and that's final. If I don't get 100, then that's a 0 in my eyes. If not 100, that's a 0. But now it's like, I'm like, hey, you know what? Last time I got a 60, now I get a 61. That's huge. That's massive, chat. We're celebrating. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm whipped into shape. I learned to laugh at my mistakes, and I learned not to just dwell on it for too long, and then grow. And I only have you guys to thank. It's like the biggest... I think this is like the best life lesson you've taught me. And I don't think you even meant to do it. I never thought we would have done like a fucking charity stream for 60 hours. I never thought we'd reach... Like, we've gathered so much money for charity as well. And then we got nominated. I know that it's like... Oh, Chad, like, I'm not gonna say I got nominated. We... It's not like I, like Mika, Melatika got not... No. It's our charity stream. It got nominated. I've never ever in my wildest dreams would have thought that we'd get nominated for something. And that is our effort, by the way. All I did was stream for 60 hours. Okay, I know it's good, but you guys stayed. You were there. You were hyping it up. You were like talking. You were invested. People even donated. You were the reason why that charity stream was as good as it was. That was our effort, and our effort got nominated. I never thought. It is so crazy. What else happened? There's so much. I can't even tell what happened. We saw... Okay, this is gonna sound a bit sad, but I will be honest with this. I know I say a lot, like when people say like, Mika, it's my birthday today, I always say like, happy birthday, I hope you celebrate it, right? Get some cake, celebrate it, have fun. Chat, before I started streaming, unironically, I would not even remember when my birthday is. I don't celebrate birthdays. Most of the time, it's like Rumi that would like wish me happy birthday and stuff, or like Rumi's family. But I've never really like seen value in birthdays before. I will be honest, when I started streaming, me saying happy birthday or like, I hope your birthday's fun, I hope you celebrate it and stuff like that. Like, I don't say it as much compared to after, right? After the first time I celebrated my birthday with chat, that was the first time I felt like, holy shit, this is really nice. Like, I always thought celebrating your own birthday might feel a bit weird or sad even, because it's like, oh man, I'm celebrating myself, you know? Isn't that a bit narcissistic? But after getting to celebrate my birthday with everyone in chat, I realized how nice it feels, because I'm not just celebrating myself, you know? I'm celebrating everyone. It's like, I get to meet everyone, and I get to continue to meet everyone for one more year. That's worth celebrating something, you know? It's like last year, we hanged out, we celebrated, and a year later, we're hanging out and celebrating. And I think that's something worth celebrating. You guys genuinely gave meaning to so much like little aspects of my life that I never thought really needed meaning in the first place. Like, I didn't think birthdays had to be that special, and I didn't think I had to be someone, you know? I don't know. I've always just hated the fact that I had to work hard. Not work hard in like work, but like I hated the fact that I had to continue growing and stuff. I wasn't always like this. I always hated the fact, like back then, I hated the fact that like I'm not good enough. Because if I make mistakes, that means I'm not good enough. And I hated that, genuinely. That was the type of person I was, even when I was streaming. Like first couple of months. I beat myself up over the fact like, oh my god, this didn't get like something. I thought I would get this, but I didn't. And I was really hard on myself. So I hated the fact of change. I just wanted to be perfect as fast as possible. But you guys made me really just like understand that perfection isn't the goal. The goal is just the journey, you know? You get to spend time with people. You get to like learn and change and then experience more. And then it was genuinely the journey that is supposed to be the highlight. And I completely ignored it for like years of my life. I've always been like raised to just focus on the end goal. I've never really learned to appreciate the journey to get there. And you guys made me realize that it's the journey that matters. And it just with that alone, you don't know how much it has improved my mental chat. I'm still like trying to improve every day, but I'm not like beating myself up over it life is so much easier to digest, you know? I'm not like breaking down over little mistakes. I'm not stressed out about things that are like little errors. It feels like you can breathe. Like every day, you just pace yourself well and you're nice. I know so many streamers would say like, oh chat, you guys made my life so much better. But I genuinely think, chat, if I never was a streamer and I never met any of you, I would literally just be dead. No. I would be way miserable. I would be so much more miserable. You guys, I wouldn't say like you guys made me who I am. Like you guys are 100% the reason I'm happy. No, but you have made me realize so many things that I am a very stubborn person. I would not have realized it any other way. Like if one person just told me like, oh Mika, you know, be I mean like miserable, chat, okay? But you're already dead. So real, so true. But no, like if one person tells me like, oh Mika, don't be so hard on yourself, I wouldn't fucking listen to that, you know? It's genuinely like years of people just enjoying hanging out with me. There were so much moments where I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna do a just chatting stream today. I think people would hate it. And then people tune in and then talk to me. And then you guys like just have fun. Like it's those little things. Like consistently, I would be like, oh man, today we're just doing a just chatting. I hope people aren't bored or they get offended or hate me. And then no one does. Like you just have a good time. And I'm like, holy shit, maybe I don't have to be perfect at everything. Maybe I just have to slowly, gradually improve. And that's good enough? Question mark? So I want to say this, chat. I know it's cringe and I know I hate you, but TLDR everything I said. Chat, you guys have genuinely improved my life more than you known. And I know I'm leaving and that is very sad. Even I can't really believe in it because it's hard for me to say goodbye most of the time, but I believe in fate. If one day we run into each other again, chat, know that I am a better person. And you are also. I want you guys to also be a better person. I want us to be a better version of ourselves. And then we both can be equally more toxic than we both can be. As toxic as we possibly can. Unlock your true toxic potential. No, I will be able to bully you guys back. I'm gonna be like, chat, I'll say more than fuck you. I'll even put words in it now. I'll be like, fuck you and something. And then you'll have to be able to beat that, chat. No giving up. I don't want me leaving to be a sad thing. I really don't. I want you to feel just as happy and as hopeful. That's the word. You guys made me hopeful. I used to be a very pessimistic person. And I literally was like, you know what? If this is all life can provide, then just do it the efficient, fast way. I don't need to be happy. As long as I get the job done. But now I'm like genuinely enjoying the journey and I feel hopeful again. And it's like 90% of it is genuinely thanks to chat. So I want to make you guys feel just as hopeful. There will be someone, okay? If there's no one, then you become that person. There will be good things. I'm sure good things will happen. I'm not sure what specifically, but surely maybe something. And we will celebrate because we like celebrating. So deep, so true, queen. Yes.